This podcast is going to go real bad. I didn't roll above a 10.
Do you roll before every episode?
Yep.
All right, hold on. Let me get the frog dice out, see what they say.
What did the frogs say?
No, I got a 19.
The frogs have spoken.
Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And I'm so full that I could probably poop out a horse right now.
Did you eat a horse?
No, just it's like a double. Okay, we after like a year of living in this house, we finally decided to go try some things around town. So we went to the brew house, and I got like a double cheeseburger, basically. It was like a smash burger.
Mm-hmm.
I got that, and we were gonna get the fried pierogies with the beer cheese sauce. Oh, it would have been so good. But they were out of them for some reason, so we got fried mushrooms instead. And then Mia got like a spicy, like a hot pepper jam burger thing. It sounded really good. I didn't try it, but it sounded really amazing.
Ooh,
it was a lot
over here.
It was a lot of food. I mean, I did just get paid like yesterday.
Can you spell chauffeur?
CHAUFFER. I think
rude. That's rude.
Is that actually right?
I have no clue, but it sounded right, and that's rude.
Let's find out.
Ooh, fancy pants, Rich McGee over here.
Oh, so close. It is CHAUFFEUR.
You're poor like the rest of us. Where my poor folks at?
That song has been stuck in my head all day, and then I was like, I need to get it out of my head. So I put on Childish Gambino in the car, like on the drive.
That's been stuck in my head all day.
I've just been listening to Childish Gambino. Like I went to like his page on Amazon Music and just like click shuffle to like make it bounce, through.
And here's the thing. I've listened to the whole song, but all that's stuck in my head is left foot, right foot, get out the way. That's it. That's all I can hold on to.
Yeah.
In this whole riddled brain.
That's fair. I mean, it is like the chorus in a way.
But I really feel like the useless sponge that is my brain should be able to hold on to more than just that.
Yeah, it would be nice. Unfortunately, we both have two useless sponges in our heads that don't really do anything right.
It's like one of those sponges you get from the dollar store. Like, it's going to pick up water, but your counter is going to be a little moist afterwards. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like, my brain holds things not good enough to be useful.
It's like when you pick it up, it's still just going to be dripping out a steady stream of water. Like it'll pick it up, but will it hold it? No.
Like, I asked somebody, they brought some friends to an event, and I was like, "Oh, what are your friends' names?" They told me the names, immediately gone. Like they were
the worst.
I tried like talking about them again later on, and I was like, the one.
We just hired 2 new interns at work, and it is so tough trying to remember their names. And I'm like the team lead too. I do paperwork every morning with their names on it, and still don't remember their names. I'm still like, hey, what's your name?
Oh, I don't know how to say this to where people can't figure out what I do for a living. There are people I'm in charge of.
Right.
That we're coming down towards the end of the year for them.
Right. Right.
And last week one of them asked me my name. And I went, how we met in August. How do you not know my name yet?
I feel like
I see you 5 days a week.
I am always like the meme that runs through my head nonstop because this is how my brain is just constantly is the um shoot
Oh, is it the
at
so
this point I'm
Damien,
too
what do you
afraid.
think of Pokemon or whatever?
No, it's the at this point I'm too afraid to ask or like
Oh,
they told me this so long ago and at this point I'm too afraid to I don't remember. You know what? This is what the internet's for. At this point, I'm too afraid to ask. Literally right there. I don't. It's from Parks and Rec. It is Chris Pratt's character.
oh
Um,
yeah.
I don't know anything. I don't. I want the actual. I would love to have the actual quote, but apparently it's just going to be the meme. But Griffin McElroy did do one as well when I believe when Vine was popular. Um. Anyway, sorry, this bit just kind of flopped, and that's fine. But that is me constantly. Is I will bud, dude. I will like pronoun the crap out of you without saying your name, and then like at that point, I'm too afraid to ask you what your name is because we've gone this long. Are you just lost in the sauce over here? What the heck is
There's
going on?
55 quotes on this list, and not one of them is that one. They wrote out the entire lyrics to Bye Bye Little Sebastian, but not one is I'm too embarrassed to ask.
Bye, bye, little Sebastian.
2 of the quotes are the same thing.
It's okay. We don't actually need to figure this out. The meme template goes, I don't know anything about blah blah blah, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. I don't know anything about any of my workers' names, and at this point, probably better not asking.
I'm too far down a rabbit hole. Uh I'm gonna get to it. I know I am so soon.
I'm sure you are, bud. So the other day at work, we had a new intern start. I went the entire day. He was there for 10 hours. Did not say a word to him. Not even once. I didn't even learn his name that day. 10 hours working with this kid. I didn't even ask his name.
Why?
Because I didn't feel like it.
Fair enough, I guess.
I didn't really need to know. So the interns at work, I don't even know why we hired them. I shouldn't speak too poorly about my bosses who hired them, because it's not really their fault. We're doing something nice for Slippery Rock University, and I don't know if it's like with the hopes that they will like send good people this way or like just like to make that connection between Iron Mountain and Slippery Rock University. Um, doesn't really matter what the purpose behind it was, but we hired 2 new interns and we're not allowed to do anything. Like they're not allowed to do anything without somebody being with them. So we can take them to um like security violations and stuff like that, or inside and outside rounds. You found it. Wow.
It's when he's confessing a bunch of stuff to Ron, and he says, "I don't know who Al Gore is, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask."
That's
When
the
they say
one.
2% milk, I don't know what the other 98% is. When I was
Yes.
a baby, my head was so big, scientists did experiments on me.
There you go.
Sorry, you hate the interns.
I don't hate the interns. The interns are decent guys. They just can't do anything. Like, if they go outside to search a vehicle, we have to be right behind them. So it's just frustrating because we hire people all the time before they get their 235, which allows them to carry a gun. And they're allowed to search vehicles and badge people out and be alone and respond to things. But these interns, I guess, are not. We have to keep these little babies safe. These little baby little tots.
I think that's a great way to look at it then, because now you're just practicing to be a dad. You have these little things that you're responsible for that don't know how to do anything, and you have to try and make sure that not only are they safe, but they keep everyone else safe.
Yeah, they're pretty much useless. Just like kids.
Just like babies.
Yeah.
Name one helpful baby.
The the one baby who wants to go to the Four Seasons Orlando. That baby.
No disrespect to that baby. Chill baby. I wouldn't say he's a helpful baby.
Did you see him? He goes, man. And then
I've seen the video. Yeah, I think he's a great baby, but
no, this kid
like I said, he's a chill baby.
This kid is boss baby level intellect. Like, this kid knows more than we think he does. His parents are oblivious to the entire situation. He knows things.
You ever think about how weird the Boss Baby universe is?
The boss baby universe is wild. It's so weird.
My main thing that's wild to me is like they started BabyCore. I don't know the lore too much of like how old BabyCore is, but they are like, oh, like there was a rival company started by someone who like wasn't good enough to be a boss baby,
Right.
and so he started PuppyCore. Where did you get puppies from then? Like, I get where you got babies. There was people. Were there dogs and there just weren't baby dogs yet? And then they were like, hey, what if we made this but small? Like, how do you start a corporation that makes puppies?
I don't know. It's a puppy mill, more or less. More than like
that's
it is, right? Like, if they have puppies, they probably are.
You're probably right. They're probably killing puppies. Because that's what a puppy mill is, Matt.
That is not even remotely what a puppy
is.
A puppy mill is somewhere where they make puppies and then sell them.
I just put in puppies, not even puppy mill.
One of my favorite things while he's reading, one of my favorite things about Connor is that when he finds out he's wrong, he won't admit it. He'll just like change the subject. He just like continues on with something completely different. And it's amazing.
In this case, you're wrong.
I'm not.
Because I'm just trying to figure out where I got the fact that there were puppies die from. Because you're right, it's where they breed dogs and like they're in super poor conditions.
Yeah.
And I guess that's where I got like the death idea from.
Yeah, I mean, puppies probably die all the time in puppy mills. We got a puppy from a local breeder. Not me. My niece did, and it was like full of ticks and fleas, just full of them.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, my mom asked me the other week if I was an animal person. I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, you don't like cats, and I don't know if you really like dogs that much, too." And I was like, "What do you mean? I love dogs. Dogs are great." And she's like, "You don't seem to be happy when they're near you." And I was like, "No. I'm not happy when they're on me.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
I love dogs, but when they're all up in my personal space and like touching me and like won't leave me alone, I hate that. But that's just because I hate that when anyone does that,
Yeah, you have a
not just
bubble.
the dog.
Yeah, you have a bubble, and you don't want anybody to break it. Not even a
It-
dog.
It's wild to me how many strangers at college tried to break my bubble.
Yeah,
Like like people that knew other friends, they would come up and like try and be in my bubble, and it's like just because you're friends with them doesn't mean you can touch me.
yeah, yeah. Your bubble ain't easily broken. Can I talk about what I found at the store today?
That's not how you said it to me earlier. And we were going to set up a joke, Matt, and you
Okay.
just fully abandoned the bit.
All right, let's cut that part out. How did I start the joke earlier? Do you want to know what I found at the store today?
I thought you said you're not going to believe what I found at the store today.
You're not gonna believe what I found at the
Okay,
store today.
hold on.
You're not gonna believe what I found at the store today.
My dad?
No, even better. Baja Blast Doritos.
And you didn't text me so I could have gotten it too?
It was like literally an hour ago. Like you were sleeping.
I was up at 7. I was up and texted you. I could have gone to the store real quick.
I
I
mean,
needed milk anyways, and this would have been a reason for me to go.
listen, all right. Maybe someday. I actually bought 2 bags. So if you want to just come over real quick, I'll hand you the bags and then we'll resume this in like 20 minutes. Does that sound good? You speed, so they
First
are
off, you can't prove that I speed. Second off, even if I sped, I don't think I could get there and back in 20 minutes.
they are fiery mango, so I don't know how spicy these are. I have
Well,
a jalapeno level spice, like spice.
I will let you know. Most of the time, I see mango paired up with something spicy. It is um, like a habanero
Right. It is usually.
because there's like mango habanero sauce at Buffalo Wild Wings, and that's usually a pairing that I see.
I just wanna try it.
What does it smell like? Like, are we getting nodes of mango, or is it mainly spice?
It's I can't really smell any mango at all. I just smell like the spicy cheese kind of flavor. I'm just gonna do it.
Go for it.
Oh, yep. You can feel the tang instantly.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little spicy.
It's like top tier capsaicin. It's
That's good though. Like the sweet mango. Oh, oh man, that's really good. I applaud them. I'm not a big Dorito guy, but that's phenomenal. And the spice level, it rose quickly, which is why I thought that it was going to be like insanely spicy. It's basically gone at this point. What were you shocked at? You were looking at your phone and completely baffled by something.
Would you like to honestly see what it was?
Yes.
All right. Check
I would
Snapchat.
10 out of 10 recommend the Doritos as long as you can handle a little bit of a spice. You're so dumb.
That's true. No,
You're just a dumb little guy.
I don't know what you're talking about. This picture of me with a shark on my head is fantastic.
Good Lord. Anyway, so what'd you do today?
Here's a fun game that we're going to play, Matt. Would you like the honest answer that's going to make everyone, including you, worried about me? Or do you want me to lie to everyone right now and just say?
This is a comedy podcast, so I would probably go with the lie, maybe.
I had a great day.
Or if you think, or if you think that everybody worrying about you would be funny, we could go with that option too.
All right, I'm going to start telling you how my day was, and I want you to decide for yourself. Let us know in the comments what you think I'm doing. It was a great day. I got some Mallow cups from a friend as a gift. I spent some time outside.
Wow.
Involuntarily. Had a burger for lunch.
Involuntarily.
All I'll say is someone at work set off the smoke alarm.
Ah, that's rude.
And where I work, it's a big deal if the smoke alarm goes off, to the point that we run fire drills.
Oh yeah, that's
And it's an entire inconvenience if everyone has to leave the building.
Yeah. Oh, you want to hear? You want to hear something even crazier than that?
No.
At this point, yeah, that's fine. I just want to top you. We had a full evac code red fire drill the other day at work, like this last the week before last. Full evac. That is 800 and something people evacuating out of the mine at the exact same time.
How do you coordinate that? Like, are you just driving around on your golf cart going, "Get out the mine! Get out the mine!"
We have a mine-wide paging system, so every single room has something hooked up. It's similar to like at a school, it'd be like the intercom kind of thing. We have that throughout the entire, mine, and mine. And it's crazy. It was wild to see all those people walking out of the mine. Like, is 800 people all at once. That was fun. So yeah, I empathize with you a little bit. That sounds not fun at all.
It wasn't.
Today was my second of 2 days off, and I decided, partly because of rain, partly because of laziness, that yesterday I wasn't gonna mow the lawn. This was a 2-day job because my lawn was knee high. Like, it was very tall. So I had to today weed whack it all down to a manageable level and then start mowing it, and my mower died halfway through.
Like,
Like,
need a new one, or like it's electric and like the battery.
Yeah, it's a battery. So the battery died, and I'm charging it, and Mia's gonna try and do the rest of the lawn this weekend because I work. So it was pretty crazy. I was running around I had to go all the way to Butler to get like cat food and stuff. So I definitely didn't do as much of this lawn as I probably could have, but it is what it is.
I get a few days off next week, and it's gonna be interesting.
Why is that?
Because I'm not used to having a day off, so I don't really know what to do with myself.
That's fair.
I forget what we were talking about before, and so I don't know how to transition.
Just do it. Random transitions are the best.
And so, anyways, and that's how you hijack a helicopter. So this, for those of you who will watch last week's episode, you will have noticed that I had the Chop logo behind me the entire time, and we never spoke about it.
Yeah.
So if it's cool with you, Matt, I'd like to talk about it this week.
It's not.
Okay, too bad. I want to talk about it because I watched an episode with my mom recently. If you don't know what Chopped is, they get there's 3 rounds of cooking competition, and the competitors they start with 4, and each round they're given a basket of 4 key ingredients they need to have in their dish, and they're always like a little out there, like, oh, what am I going to make with this sort of thing. So you have 20 minutes for the first round, 30 minutes for the main course, and then 20 minutes for the dessert round. And each round somebody gets eliminated until you have one winner at the end of the show. Well, this was a specific this was like, hey, we're gonna make the wildest baskets possible. You have to try and do your best with it. It's like that's stupid. They couldn't do something like crazier than like they normally do. The first basket, Matt, pig uterus.
What? That's gross.
Yeah.
That's grody.
Yeah, pig uterus, and then there's some other things in the basket, but like pig uterus was the one that stuck out to me because I was like, how do you what? Like literally I had that reaction of what do you what do you even do? Because like I've made a lot of things, and these are professional chefs. They're like, I cook with everything, and they like you get the pig uterus, and like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. And then they're like, and so I decided to make a Belgian waffle with uterus inside. Like it's not what they usually they really did, but like those talking heads where they're like, and I had no clue what I was gonna do with this. So I reduced it down and made it into a sauce for my 3 cheese lasagna. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
That's so weird.
And then another weird thing that they had that time was like a fuzzy squash.
Okay.
And like it's like a gourd, but like it has like peach fuzz on it.
Okay. Are you sure it's not mold?
It didn't look like mold.
Okay.
Like it looked like it belonged there, which was worse.
Yeah.
Because I can get away with it with peaches because the like pros outweigh the cons on having to touch a peach to the flavor of like a good ripe peach.
Yeah.
Squash is disgusting. I do not like any sort of squash or zucchini or anything like that. And so then touching it, I would rather die. Honestly.
Touching durian is a lot of fun. Like, not only do they smell, and I'm pretty sure they make you poop, but they also are just like prickly on the outside. It's very weird.
Good Mythical Morning recently did I don't know how like scientific this is, but like a study to see like if certain foods will come up on like drug tests and stuff like that. And if you eat enough durian, it will cause you to blow positive on a breathalyzer.
No, really?
Without drinking any alcohol. Like it's like 2.2%, but like that's still like more than you would have.
Mm-hmm.
But so that was I think both of those items were in the appetizer course. The dessert course, they get blood sausage pancakes, like blood pancakes, and what they called unicorn vomit, which was just like Rice Krispie treats, but with marshmallows and everything. And I was like, how can you take something that is delicious and make it disgusting?
And then name it unicorn vomit.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like, why would you name that unicorn vomit? There has to be like you could have done like unicorn steak. Like
yeah. Oh, Chopped is a wild show.
the thing that like I love now to like focus on because my mom pointed out to me is if like in relative space, if the first chef is here, the judges are like this far away, like they're maybe 5-10 feet away from the first chef's platform.
Right.
they're yelling at them like the whole time. Like, you gotta hurry, you gotta put it on the plate, you gotta hurry, you gotta hurry. And then afterwards, like, this plating is atrocious. I don't know why you thought it was great to serve this to us.
They're
What,
like,
what are you talking about? You just yelled at me.
speaking of cooking shows, I watched on Roku TV. They like had an ad on the screensaver or whatever, and on the Roku channel, I watched a season of a sushi competition.
Interesting.
It was really good. So they brought in the guy who is like accredited with bringing sushi to the US as one of the judges. Like he's
That's
the
pretty
one.
sick.
Yeah, he's accredited with like spreading sushi into the US. So he was like the main judge, and then they got a couple other people that like had sushi knowledge, I guess. But holy crap. It would the stuff that they were making just looked incredible. The host is the actress who voices Nico Minoru in what do you mean in the Midnight
No, because
game?
you're looking to me for an actor's name and then name an anime. I was like, I'm not gonna give you anything.
No, it's not an anime. It's a Marvel show, you dingus. Doesn't matter. She voices Nico Minoru in several of the versions of her. It doesn't matter. Mostly animated versions. Anyway, she's one of the Midnight Suns, like the modern Midnight Suns, along with what's her face, Magic.
That's a car. Midnight Suns.
Yeah. Go Minoru. There we go. Oh, she played her in Runaways as well, the show. Like the live action show. I didn't watch it.
Yeah. Oh, I know who you're talking about now. I know this character.
Okay. There we go. Now we're on the same page.
Right.
So she's the host.
She's the host, yes. Keep talking. I'm gonna look up who the actress is.
Okay, sounds good. She's the host, and it was like a really good competition. Like it was cool to see all the things that like people were making. The like sushi guy that they brought in, he is so hard. Like he is so freaking just no, this is terrible. This looks terrible. This looks terrible. I hate it. He's like, but then he's like laughing and joking with them. But then he's like, yeah, no, this is terrible. He's so funny. Just how he interacts with these people. By just like saying, wow, you had a really tough time. It shows. It's just like, oh Lord.
So I found the actress.
Mm-hmm.
And you know I hate doing this to you.
Okay.
Are you absolutely certain it's her?
What do you mean? Am I absolutely certain it's her?
There's no mention of a sushi cooking show on her Wikipedia.
I will find out.
What was the show's name?
Lyrico Kano. Yeah, that was her. It was called sushi something. I'm 110% positive it was her. It may not be showing up on her thing, but I'm 110% positive it was her.
I just want to know what the show was. That's why I was bringing it up, because there's literally no mention of it.
Sushi. It was Morimoto's Sushi Master 2023.
Morimoto, yeah, he was an Iron Chef.
Sure. Yeah, it was Morimoto's Sushi Master. And it was a really good series. It was really good. It's funny because it may not be accredited on her IMDb IMDb page itself, but she's literally right here on the cast for the show.
I see
On
that. I don't know why it's not.
I don't either, but it is her. It was really good. So I would definitely recommend giving it a watch. I'm sure you could get the Roku channel not on a Roku TV. You might be able to get the app or something, but for anyone who is wanting to watch it, it was good.
So here's what's crazy, and I'm going to apologize as I say this to you, Matt. So I went from the Morimoto's that page on IMDb, clicked on her name on the cast list to her IMDb page, and it's not mentioned on her IMDb page at all, and yet she's tagged on the other. Like there's a full disconnect in between the two pages, even though she's tagged into it, and that's why there's like no connection for it.
IMDb, get your crap together. Get it together. Put it in a bag. Take it to the crap store. Just get your crap together.
Get your crap together. Let me tell you what.
Anyway.
Did you ever watch Iron Chef?
No, never.
It's basically like you have an hour and a half to make like a multi-course meal, right? And so you have you're an executive chef, you have a sous chef, and you have like a staff. You make a meal plan, and then you get everyone started cooking, and you get this done. Catch though is you get to choose your opponent from like the lineup of Iron Chefs, so you get to choose which one you want to face. Bobby Flay used to be one of them. Morimoto is one of the originals. He actually came over from the Japanese version of the show, which came first. Okay. So he's a Japanese Iron Chef, and then came over to America and did the show. Disgraced former Iron Chef Mario Batali was one. And then there was a woman who was awesome. And I cannot remember her name right now, but like
Anne Burrell. No, I doubt it. No, she was on the Worst Cooks of America. Like she was one of the chefs.
Yeah, I like that show a lot too.
That show is so good because it takes people who are just really bad at cooking and it makes them like
Cora.
Okay. Oh man, I missed that show.
Yeah, it was such a good show.
Do you know what's even funnier?
It ran for 13 seasons.
Yeah. You know what's even a funnier version of that show is Worst Celebrity Cooks of America. I don't love celebrity shows very often, but it is so funny watching celebrities just cry and break down over making a grilled cheese or something.
Who's the woman with like the super raspy voice? Hold on. I'm Googling so much today, gang. This is it's
really good ear candy for the listeners.
Is it Natasha Lyonne?
That sounds right. I recognize the name.
I think that's who it is. The reason I'm bringing it up is there was one season, I think she was on it, but there's one where she just left. She was doing a challenge. I can't remember. I don't believe it was Natasha Lyonne until I can figure it out. But she was just having too hard of a time and just went, you know what? I'm out. Here it is. It wasn't Natasha Lyonne. It was Tyron Manning. Okay. She was on Orange is the New Black as Punxsutawney. That's where I knew her from. But She was just like, you know what? I'm done, and walked off the show.
That's incredible. What a power move. I don't need this. I'm already rich.
The reason I remember this season so much because the winner, as described on this Wikipedia page, was retired figure skater and reality TV personality Tonya Harding.
Tonya Harding?
They don't mention it at all.
Yeah.
Throughout any of the competition, they don't mention the scandal until right at the end after she wins. He makes a joke. She's like, it's like something like, I glad I didn't have to resort to my previous methods. And I was like, Tanya, no, don't you dare.
Oh man, celebrities are just something else. They're a completely different breed.
Worst Cooks in America, I had to stop watching after a while because it gave me a sort of anxiety because I'm watching and I was like, this can't be real. It can't be real that they don't know what they're doing, right? It can't be real that it's this bad. And then you're watching it and it's like, these are real people. These are real people who just never learned how to cook.
Yeah. No, it's so bad because most of these people on the show can't even like make macaroni and cheese from a box. Like the thing I learned when I was 6 years old so that I could make myself some lunch, um they can't do. And it's literally on the side. It's like 5 steps, if that. Like it's maybe 3 steps.
Like I've known how to make scrambled eggs for years, and I think these
Yeah.
people could mess it up. Like it was one of those things that was like safe and easy for me to do, and they could mess it up as an adult.
Speaking of scrambled eggs, sorry, this. Oh man, I've been just inundated with weird TikToks lately. I saw this person take all the eggs from their chickens, bring it into the kitchen, crack open some eggs. You know, it looked like they were going to make scrambled eggs, and I was like, this is cool. Then they threw the shells in there. I'm like, do they eat the shells? Like, no, nobody eats the shells, right? Like that's what is going on here. So they cook it for a couple minutes, and then it's just to bring it outside, toss it on the grass, and the chickens come up and start eating. I know. Like this stuff just pops up on my For You page all the time. I don't know why.
If I'm honest with myself, Cannibal Chickens does feel like a reason why the apocalypse would start.
Did you hear they discovered? Sorry, we're just bouncing back and forth here. Did you hear they discovered a new species of octopi? Did we already talk about this?
I think you mentioned this last week.
Oh, I probably did. They did. It's a new species of octopi, octopodes, octopuses. And
Octopodes nuts. Sorry.
wow. And I think it is a sign. It's a sign of the times.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
The
What times? Like
the end times, Connor. What do you think? That's what the sign of the times is. The end times. The end times are coming because new species of octopus are just coming out of the woodworks, out of the waterworks, and we're just supposed to be okay with that. Connor, the octopuses are going to take over the world. We discussed this, and it's a sign of the times when a new one is born, when a new one is discovered, and there were a lot of them. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna just squirrel away from that to the fact that you just kept yelling "sign of the times" at me, and I just kept thinking about the New York Times and how I play their silly little games every day. There's 4 New York Times games that I play every day.
Connections.
One of them is Connections. Do you play this, Matt?
Connections is so good, but sometimes the connections are so dumb.
Did you play today?
No. Can I play on air right now?
Take it out right now.
Let me present.
I did not get it.
Okay, let's see if I can get it. No. Open a new tab, dang it.
I'm willing to give hints if you want it. But
we'll see.
I want you to know I'm upset about today's. This is not good. I don't know who makes these, but you should be ashamed.
Okay. So the words are culture, heyday, sports, hijinks, use, up, yogurt, milk, copy, exploit, over, supper, city, through, done, and leverage. All right. I think. Oh. See, the problem is, like, I can always find like three that go really well together. Um, However, I can never find the fourth.
That's how it always feels.
Yes, because I was thinking eggs. You got sunny side up, you got over easy, and you got I don't know, well done. No, that's more like a steak. Um,
How would you like your eggs? Well done.
well done. Oh man, this is a tough one. Okay, the other one that struck me for a second was the culture and the yogurt and the milk, but there's obviously not a fourth one. I was thinking because like you use wheat or wheat something culture thing. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just guessing
No,
here.
no, just talk out loud. You're doing good. We're not rushing you. We have tons of time.
Okay. Oh, this stinks. I don't like this one at all. Um, One thing that this stupid uh thing does, they're really, really good at is like taking away a letter or adding a letter. So like this could be super in the connection. It could be like a Superman kind of thing. I don't know. They're dumb. They're stupid.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I might need a hint. I can't even find one stinking connection at all. Ugh. Um
How would you like to receive a hint? I can give you the category name.
Ooh, actually, yeah, I think the category name would be.
Okay.
We'll see.
I'm
More help.
I'm gonna rate these 1 through 4 on difficulty.
Okay.
Would you like one being the least difficult, 4 being the most difficult?
I think the easiest one, because that should be the one that you get, right? Um, yeah, go with the one.
Finished as time.
Finished as time.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna go with done through over. Finished as time. Heyday? Like you're past your heyday. Like well, I mean, used up could be use. No. Yeah, I'm gonna go with up. Your time's up. Yeah. Come on, baby. Yeah.
That is correct. That is correct. The finished as time is done, over, through, and up.
Okay. I don't know if that helps or hurts. Uh,
Well, it should help. It reduces the
it
amount of words to choose from by a fourth.
That's fair. That's fair. But that doesn't make any more sense. What does any of this mean? What does this mean? It doesn't make sense.
So now you are getting into the game of this.
I hate this. Usually I can like if I figure out one, I'm like, all right, I can do the next two and then get them all, but this doesn't make any sense.
When
All
I
right.
tell you what number 4 is, you're going to be so annoyed because I
All
mean, let
right.
me tell you, this is petty.
Okay. What is here? Give me number 4 then. Let me see if I
You want
can.
number 4?
Yeah, why not?
Words beginning with greetings.
Words beginning with greetings. Oh, I get it. I get it. That's so mean. So it's yogurt, hi, hijinks, hey, heyday, Supper. Oh, that's just rude.
Is when they do things like this, like Greek letters plus a letter, or like
Yeah.
Greek symbols plus a letter, and it's like, who thinks like that? This
John,
is a category that like you leave to the end because you got the other three, and like this is the last four that are left.
have you ever seen? I think it was actually Hank Green. Have you ever seen Hank Green play this? He's so insanely good at it. It's unfunny.
Yeah, because Hank Green just knows things, just keeps gaining more information because he can't be satiated. He is the modern day Library of Alexandria. He will overtake us all through his knowledge, and we can do nothing to stop him.
Okay. So the last one it is I don't know. I want to do this on my own without hints, but what the heck? Okay. I was thinking, okay, we got Milkman. If we add man to this, Milkman, Sportsman, like Sportsman's Club.
Mm-hmm.
None of the other ones actually work though. Cityman,
He's a man that works for the city. It's the city man.
Cultureman, Exploitman. Yeah, no, this doesn't work. Leverageman, Copyman. I don't know if that's really a thing. Words that end in E. No, there's only two. There's like 3 4-letter words. There's oh yeah, I guess. Yeah. I was about to fight you.
Oh, I guess use does start with an end with an E.
Okay, hold on. Leverage and exploit do kind of go together. Okay, you use leverage to exploit people, but there's not a fourth one.
There is.
Copy? Milk. Oh, milk. Milk. I got it on my own.
There you go.
Guess,
so wait, don't click again. Don't look. Don't look.
I'm not looking. I didn't look.
Okay. Your last four. You can look. It's not the answer's not up right now on your screen.
Okay.
The last four are city, copy, culture, and sports. What do you think is the connection between those four?
City, copy, culture, and sports. Culture and sports could be like news headlines or like genres, categories. I guess copy too could go with like news. I don't know what city would be though.
I'm going to give this to you because that's pretty much it. So they're
Okay.
newspaper desks.
Newspaper desks?
Yeah, so it's like send that one over to the sports desk or send that to the copy desk.
Oh.
The culture desk and the city desk. So like those are like the pages that you read in the newspaper.
Who would get this?
Avid readers of the New York Times, I'm assuming.
I guess. All right, you didn't actually tell me what other games you play because what other games do you play on the New York Times?
On the New York Times specifically is Wordle, Connections, the mini crossword, and what's it called? Strands.
I've never played any of those ones except Wordle.
But I also play Squirtle, which we've played before.
Yeah.
Framed and Pokedoku.
Pokedoku. That sounds like fun.
Oh, it is.
Is it like instead of numbers, it's little Pokemon?
So we have 3 categories on top, 3 categories on the side, and it's you have to find the. My goal is always to get the lowest guessed answer, but it can just be give me one that fits it. So our top left square here is a flying and water type Pokemon.
Okay, flying and water type Pokemon. Is the Mantine flying?
Mantine.
Yeah.
There you go. So
Heck yeah.
only 8.4% of people that have played today answered that. So that's what that means for you.
All right.
A Kanto water type.
Shoot.
Now, one thing that I will tell you is that any Pokemon that can be found in the Kanto specific decks, whether it is Mega Evolution, Gmax, anything like that, counts as a Kanto Pokemon.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The only thing is like there's no Terastallize because that's not a specific form.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me. I'm not going to pick the starters for the Kanto. Can you tell me which starters is the Kanto region?
Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle.
Oh, it's the original. Oh. Boy, do I feel stupid. Okay. Water types from the Kanto region. Lapras. Is that a water? That's a water type, yeah.
Now, the question is, would you like to go for Lapras or Lapras Gmax?
I think Lapras is cool. Just Lapras.
Okay, 2.5%.
Oh, that's good. All
And
right.
then you have like a unique score rank. So I guess that's like where your points fall and everything. This is
Water and dual
water
type.
and dual type.
What about that that dragon type that has like the water cannons? You know what I'm talking about?
Dragon type with the water can.
Or maybe it was a fire type. It was fire and water. That's what it was.
I know what you're talking about.
Volcanion. Yeah.
This one?
That's the one. Mm-hmm.
And that's the one you'd like to go with?
Yeah, why not?
Fair enough. There you go. 3.7%.
Yeah.
All right. Which one would you like to do next? Now that you're sort of getting the hang of it. We have flying fighting, fighting Kanto, fighting dual type, G max form flying, G max form Kanto, and G max form dual type.
Gosh, I'm gonna do so bad at this. Is there a flying fighting type at all?
There
I mean,
are
I
several.
assume there is.
Well, I won't say several, but there's
There's a few out there.
mhm.
Are any of the no, I think I was gonna say is Farfetch or Surfetched or any of those. Are those flying fighting?
I don't believe it is. I believe Galarian Farfetch is just fighting type.
Okay.
So I don't believe Surfetch has the flying type to it.
That's rude.
I
Halucha?
will let you want to do Halucha?
Is he flying fighting? I think he is.
You want to go for it?
Sure.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I'm not surprised it was 54%. There's not a lot.
I was going to give you a hint. There's, from what I believe, there's only 3. There's Halucha. I was going to say there's one Gen 6, there's a Gen 8, and Gen 9.
What are the other ones? Do you know?
Galarian, Zapdos, and Flamigo.
Okay. So we got fighting Kanto.
Fighting Kanto.
We got the Machop line. They were fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, beans. I don't know. My first guess would have been anyone in the Machop. Machoke, Machamp.
Okay, which one do you want to do?
Let's go middle of the road, because who the heck goes Machoke?
All right, final answer.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who goes Machoke. I did.
Well, you did? Nice.
Yeah. Two other options that I know for sure for that generation besides this line is Hitmontop and Hitmonlee.
Okay, yeah. We got Urshifu for this one. Fighting dual type. Or wasn't... Urshifu would be the Rapid Strike? Is the water one?
Rapid Strike, would you like to do regular or G-Max?
Well, we have G-Max form for the next thing. The next category.
Well, you have Rapid Strike and Single Strike. So if you want to do G-Max now, you can still do it later.
That's true. Let's do Rapid Strike G-Max for this one.
Max 2%.
Heck yeah.
All right. Would you like to start with the other Urshifu for dual type G form, or do you want to go over to flying first?
Yeah, let's do the other Urshifu for the dual type G-Max.
All right.
Why the heck not?
Go 4% on that one.
Boom, baby. All right, now we got G-Max Kanto and G-Max Flying. Good lord.
Just start naming the ones that you remember.
I don't know any G-Max Pokemon.
We've played this game.
Yes, we have. G-Max Pikachu. Does Pikachu have a G-Max form?
Yes, he does.
The G-Max Pikachu. That's the one. There he is. There's my boy. 11%. All right. G-Max Flying type.
Now, I'm going to help you out again. There's only 3.
There's only 3. That Rayquaza. Is Rayquaza Flying type?
He's not a G-Max.
Dang it.
G-Max was Gen 8, Matt.
I don't know when Pikachu was Gen 1 and they brought him in for the G-Max.
Yeah. Did they bring back any other Gen 1 Pokemon for G-Max?
I don't know.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm 100% positive. I don't
Maybe
know.
like one super specific story Pokemon? Like a champion level pick for a Pokemon? From Sword and Shield?
Sword and Shield? Huh.
Like maybe this was Leon's ace on his champion team?
It was a Charizard.
Hey, what a great pick, bud. What happened? Charizard G-Max. There we go.
I forgot which game this was.
All right, so where's it? Okay. Down here at the bottom, it always tells you the best and the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Like the most popular. So you got 2 of the most popular picks. Volcanion was the most popular water dual type, and Hawlucha was the most popular fighting flying. Yes. Least common is always fun to look at too.
Okay.
You were close on Mantine because Mantike is actually the least common.
Right. Third least common we got though.
I did Pelipper when I did this, and he is the most common.
You dumb.
I know, but it's fun to look at sometimes because you get like a 0.5 on like Great Tusk here for fighting dual type. Only 262 people guessed that one today.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I love Tatsugiri. I'm gonna get I think. So Mia said she might get me a tattoo for my birthday because I've been wanting a tattoo for a while, and I might get
Tatsugiri.
I might just get a little Tatsugiri on my leg.
Which one are you gonna get?
I don't know. Probably the orange one. Like the one
I
that
think the
was
orange
pictured.
one's the cute. I think the orange one's the cutest.
Yeah, I think he'd go really good on my thigh.
I
Right
want to
there.
get more tattoos, but
I don't
I don't
have
think I'm
any.
ever gonna have money again.
I know. I agree. I totally agree. And on that happy note, maybe we should end the podcast.
And if you listening would like to help us with that, there's a few things that you can do. One of the best things that you could do is just continue to listen to the show, share it with your friends, tell them how much you enjoy listening to the Garlic Boys and being a Garlic Boy yourself. You can do that by sharing posts that we make on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, sharing those with your friends, like reposting the TikToks, like putting the stories, putting the Instagram posts on your stories, things like that, just to show that you're a fan of what we do here, as well as what we do on TGB One Shots, which is our D&D show, and what we do on the Clever Boy Quiz. Go check those out wherever you get your podcasts as well. Another way you can support us is directly financially by heading over to patreon.com, supporting us for as low as $3 a month. And if you'd like some exclusive content for your support as well, head on up to that $10 a month tier and get exclusive videos as well as our bonus actions for our one-shot shows, where we talk about the previous episode, how we felt, and what we could have done and should have done, and things like that. And mainly Matt gets roasted for being bad at the game.
Yeah.
Is that where the my dice aren't cursed, I'm cursed came from?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Uh Sorry, you guys probably don't know that because you haven't headed over to redbubble.com and checked out a lot of the designs that we have over there, including some new ones that we are hopefully going to be adding soon.
Yeah.
But if you want to go over there and purchase some stuff from the Redbubble store, that also is a great way to support us. Finally, just head on over to youtube.com/@thegarlicboys to watch full video versions of not only this show now, but we have started releasing the video versions of the Clever Boy Quiz, the show, over on YouTube. Now, the first episode with the Smallbeard's Big Opinions, actually both episodes with them, are now available over on youtube.com/@thegarlicboys. Head on over there, check those out, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that button, hit that bell to get the notifications, whatever they always say in every YouTube video. Matt, what's your supplementary mom report for this week?
Boy, do I actually have one or what? It's great. It's so good, in fact, that I'm going to leave you all in some real deep suspense. Wait for it. I don't know if we've said her, and it's very possible we did. I just finished the finale of X-Men 97. I'm going to go with Jean Grey, who in this version technically ate a mom, but you know what? She's a good stepmom.
Cable called her mom. I think it counts.
Yeah, it counts.
Mine is going to be so incredibly niche. Today I listened to the finale of Fantasy High Junior Year.
Nice.
So shout out to Fabian Seacaster's mom, Galadriel. No, not Galadriel. That's the actual elf's name. Just shout out to Fabian's mom, who is revealed to be even more of a mom. Spoilers. Sorry. Matt, do you have any final thoughts for this week?
No, I don't. Oh, go eat some Baja Blast Doritos. Go do it.
Not a sponsor. Thank y'all so much for listening to this episode. And as always, remember to stay garlicky.
We love you. We love you so much.
That's such a
He
commitment,
loves
man.
me so much. I love all of you.
I mean,
You're
it's cool, but
you're like a brother to me. All of you, not Connor.